shots, insinuating that her intentions were pure, my intentions were impure.
I feel like I've ruffled some feathers, so.
Everything is good.
Like I said, I'm not opposed
wait to eat tonight. Can't wait.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You already know what time it is. Paige has come to wrestle the feathers of Chris and the X. She has ruffled them and ruffled them well. Listen, I've been slewing you, Paige, for the last 7 weeks. Like, get out of there. What are you looking at? Get out of there. And this week you came correct. My girl planned it. Sweet things. You understand? My girl said, nah, I don't do checkers. I do chess, blood. Man, I don't do drafts. I do chess, bruv. You understand? Yes, Paige, we love to see it. Victory belongs to Jesus, but today it belongs to Paige. All right, cool. Listen. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notifications up. Lols, we appreciate you. And make sure as well, if you're a return, you already know what a song is, baby. You got the minerals, you got the minerals. Stay hydrated, baby. In that note, let's take a look at soup of juice, baby. Listen, you know, when victory comes the way it did, when victory comes the way it does, you have only to celebrate. You have only to celebrate because, listen, the way that Paige is, I felt like she's been getting done dirty, and we've been asking for Paige, come on, can't you see the signs? It's a double yellow line. I'm sorry, sir, you can't park your car. But today, Paige showed me a different side. Oh, ruthless, baby, ruthless. I loved it, man. I loved it. And so, yes, she said it. You know, I feel like I've ruffled some feathers. Girl, you knew what you came to do. You knew what you came to do. You said you went to pray. You must have gone to the mountaintop, just like Moses. Go and collected the Spirit of God in a different way. Said, let me raise my hands. As I raise my hands, Joshua down there will be fighting the war. Different type of mentality today. We appreciate it. You understand? We appreciate it because, you know, we've been seeing you being hurt and treated wrong by Chris for a long time. But the fact that you collected 2 birds, 1 stone today, it says a lot. But let me get into the review, like real spit. Like, you know, guys, look, I'm always about the jokes and the bants, but I like to break things down. As you guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm here. I break things down. Okay. And I want to say this straight away as well. Chris had a plan in mind and it didn't work. The Bible says, do not be ignorant of their devices. You understand? There are many other plans of the man, you know what I'm saying, that lead to destruction. You understand? Listen, this guy had a plan. He thought he was going to do Paige dirty. Like, let's just watch this.
I'm mentally checked out. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I appreciate that. Everybody's made investments, Chris.
Yeah.
So this conversation is not accomplishing anything that I intended for it to accomplish.
Of course it hasn't. Of course it hasn't. You see, you had a plan, I think, to make these 2 girls get in there and see war and blood, innit? Because I don't understand what the conversation needed to be had. Like, if Paige is coming there to discuss with what's her name, Mercedes-Benz, then evidently you've accomplished it. Paige was amicable, civil, had a conversation with Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz also laughing, civil, had a conversation with Paige. So what did it not accomplish? What were you hoping for? You see, there's a malicious intent behind what you were hoping for. I don't understand what more you were hoping for. What did you want to see? You see, the hearts of men are wicked beyond deceit. And when people are subdued, are succumb to their evil intents, it begins to show in the way that when you manifest certain plans. The Bible says he hates those who devise plan to shed blood, and he hates those who also begin to cause division and strife amongst people. So listen, I'm not saying Chris is an evil person, but what I'm going to say is that there seemed to be evil intent. Because how can you tell me the conversation didn't accomplish what it needed to accomplish? What were you trying to accomplish? What were you trying to accomplish? You wanted them to come together and speak. They did. They conversated, right? They conversated, if that's a real word right there, right? And they discussed it amicably, like 2 grown black women, and I appreciated that, irrespective of whether I felt Mercedes was on your side or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the fact that it was a civil conversation. So what more were you wanting? What else did you want to see? You know what I mean? What else were you trying to see? Let's just play a little bit more of the clip.
Because Paige has her guns out and she's firing shots, insinuating that her intentions were pure, my intentions were impure.
Okay, so yes, Paige has her guns out. And where did it not accomplish what the purpose of the conversation? She only had her guns out for you. Because remember, you done already just said a minute ago, you're done with the conversation. Yeah, you don't want this anymore. You didn't want to hurt her feelings. She said, cool, I'm good. I'm going about my way. I'm happy. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go about my business. But you didn't like that. No. You see, people who have evil intent, when you begin to operate outside of their plan, they get frustrated. The pride doesn't allow them to surrender. The pride, whoa. The pride doesn't allow them to surrender, right? So he didn't want to surrender. He didn't want to surrender and say, oh, do you know what? Like, I've done what I need to do here. You two are cool. Let's move forward. Instead, what you were looking for is some kind of discord between the two, right? Because her having her fangs out, trying to sink her teeth into you. Okay. Yeah, she did, right? She did. Yeah, but she had an amicable conversation with your baby mother. It's not what you wanted. Them to have a decent, amicable relationship so that it can be cool. You don't even want your wife no more. You just told Pastor not long ago that you don't care for Paige anymore. What is it you're trying to accomplish? I don't get it. You want to be my best friend after you've done what you've just done. See, these are the now. This is the signs of narcissism, right? And these are the signs of a good. I would say good. These are the signs of somebody who wants to manipulate you. Right? Because when you are trying to say, I don't want to be I don't want to, if you're not trying to be my wife or my husband, and you're trying to then say, no, I don't want to be your wife or husband, but I'm going to force you into a certain position, like be my friend, like some people try to do after a breakup. Some of you are crazy. And you want to force that person into that position, you've begun to manipulate. Why do you want to force that person into that position? You know what I mean? Like you thought you had a plan, okay, and it didn't work out the way you wanted to do it. And so we appreciate Paige. Let's get some other points that have. I mean, some other things. You know, I want to celebrate her today. We want to celebrate Paige, okay, because you did what you need to do, sis. Let's just take this little hint.
Challenging, or if he feels frustrated or flustered, he's ready to cop out. And to be honest, this relationship no longer serves me, because I need a man that is going to be with me through thick and thin, through sickness and health, through death do us part. Like,
love that. You know, this. Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you hear Paige? She said, "Listen, I'm not about this life no more. I need a man. I need a man to ride." Okay, no. But she needs she's come to her senses. This is what we wanted to see from Paige. You know, that session that we did of prayer, guys. Oh, I know they recorded it but we don't know. God was going to use us to pray in the present for the past. You don't know how God works. He's outside of time. Your prayer now could be a prayer for the past. You don't know that. You're in time, but God is outside of time, baby. Listen, we had a whole prayer session. Listen, no play. Listen, I've never had a prayer session over a TV persona before. This is it. Okay, I've prayed over some celebrities, but not over this. Like, do you know what I mean? We had to go into prayer because for me, we're looking at it like this is bondage. This is Israel coming out of Egypt and then going into the wilderness and saying, we want to go back into Egypt. That's how much bondage we saw Paige was in. But the fact that she actually decided this at this point, it no longer serves her. We said, give her a round of applause. Give her her flowers while she's still there. You know what I'm saying? Time for her to walk. It's not for her and it's not serving her anymore, right? And let me tell you something. She came on crud today. Let's look at some of the points that she came on crud. I'm telling you, she came in to make noise. She didn't come here to be a doormat today. No, she came to make some noise, and I love it. We love it, don't we? We love to see it. Let's just look at this particular point here. Watch this.
I'm still trying to process it, honestly. But one day at a time.
For sure.
It's a lot, though. Just trying to keep calm as far as just anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety.
Really?
A lot. But...
Oh, my girl Paige didn't have no sympathy or empathy for her. Really? Oh, boo-hoo, baby. Listen, she was not on it today. Listen, Paige came... she's not on it today. Okay, she just said, listen, oh, really? Like, when someone does that, you know they don't believe what you're saying. Like, I think from her point of view, I think she's seen the energy both of them are on. That's why she made a comment at the very beginning saying, both of you look very jazzed up. So the comment was, she did a few, I would call it, you know, a few comments that were stabbing, but not going too deep. Now, she wasn't penetrating, but she was alluding to the fact that, listen, I know that you two, you're not correct right now, because some of the comments that were made and the way that she was asking the questions with such, I won't even say venom, but with with such guile. The questions had angle. They had a purpose. She wanted to find out certain answers from there. And the way she responded at times, I knew that she didn't believe a word Mercedes or Chris was actually saying as well. All right. And watch it. Indirectly, she kind of calls her out a little bit, kind of calls old girl out as well. At this point, let's just watch this point here. I want to see if I can get it for you guys. Yeah, let's see if we can get it here.
So, just one day at a time for me.
This whole situation, to be honest, has been very confusing. And just like looking at the timeline of things, like you sign up to be married and then the mother of your child lets you know that she is pregnant and you're going through this battle. And I can only imagine.
At that point, see, and again, the way she said, obviously, like the timeline, she didn't say it's funky, but the tone again. Like when she was saying, obviously, you just gone into a show, and then the baby mother, says, oh, she's pregnant, etc., etc. Technically, I mean, she's not a baby mother when you describe it that way. She's an ex who then became a baby mother. But hey ho, and so the way she described, I said, Paige, you've been a bit of a dark horse today. You really dropping a few lines here. You're trying to put your feelers out just to make sure how far can you really go today. Like, and even the way that I'm gonna go there as well. When the way you come back to Chris later on as well. Like, hey, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Like, if you brought me here for a meeting to get to know Chris, to get to know her, or to have a conversation with her, why are you involving yourself now? You know what I'm saying? And Chris's omission of a voice within the actual general conversation, for me, spoke volumes. And that's why I said I think he was trying to look out for a catfight between two girls. He was instigating because, bro, you brought them together and then you're not mediating. You're just sitting there in the corner, hoping these guys will have a conversation. That's why at the very end, where Mercedes is looking at him like, are you not going to say anything now? And he's like, oh, I'm irritated now. Right? Why does he say that? Because at that point, he hasn't been mediating the conversation. The two girls have been talking. So what's your plan here, sir? If you're not even going to input into the conversation to bring it to a place it needs to be, what is your plan? You were hoping for destruction from two ladies. Yeah, you want them to fight over you, make you feel validated and make you feel good. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. You know what? Again, and I believe that I know that Paige was coming on crud. Like, I think this particular scene here was cruddy. All types of crud from Paige here. Listen to this.
It was my own fear that I could have been pregnant as well.
Now, girl, you weren't. You were trying for it, but you weren't. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say all of that. But anyway, let's play it. So Paige, let me put my camera on. Paige knew exactly what she was saying when she said, oh, I could have been pregnant too. She knew exactly what she was saying when she dropped that line in there. And she saw the pressure. You saw the face of, look at this, look, watch the face. Just watch the pressure that comes on. Look. Now she said it, look at the pressure.
Fear that I could have been pregnant as well.
Look at the pressure. And I'm going to show you in a second as well how when she said this, and because she didn't tell them that she definitely isn't pregnant at first, they both were actually looking in her direction. Like, Chris didn't know. Listen, she was throwing a curveball. He didn't know what she was coming with. You know what I'm saying? So when she said, oh, she could have been pregnant, this was not in the plan of Chris and Mercedes-Benz. This was not in the plan. Right? So now when Paige is whole and it's when we do dramatic effect, this is what happened. Let's just watch it.
By who? By Chris?
Of course, Mercedes will look at Chris because this was never part of their plan. When they probably discussed this thing at dinner or whether they went to earlier on, this wasn't part of how they were going to swindle the whole situation, was it? Right? So Mercedes is now finding out new information about Chris and his particular plans. That's why she's gonna ask him, you mean who do you mean pregnant by? Girl, who else do you think she can be pregnant by? Who else is she gonna be pregnant by? That's when I knew that the feathers have been ruffled well. When I knew that this Chris that Paige had become a rattlesnake today. Just rattling around, bruv. Listen, she put pressure on them. Listen, watch it again. Paige is very smart today. And listen, I'm impressed. I'm impressed because for the last 7 weeks I've been thinking to myself, girl, if you do not get it together.
So, Yeah.
See that laugh there, yeah? See that laugh? I wish I paused it. Sorry. You see that laugh there by Mercedes? Now, because I've watched it like 3 or 4 times now. Now I watched it back. I'm like, that laugh wasn't because she was that laugh was out of raw. This was not the plan kind of situation. That laugh was like, whoa, this is out there. What the frick? Like that, I didn't know none of this. Right? Because like I said, when you probably came in with your plan with Chris, he didn't tell you all the details and all the facts, and that is kind of backed up by when she's talking and saying, obviously, that he's pursuing me, right? And I'm like, sis, so he's pursuing you, but you know that he's obviously married and with a wife and everything like that, but you think, when you're saying that obviously he's actively pursuing you, and I was like, nah, this girl, come on sis, like you're gonna tell me that you don't know nothing at all? And maybe she didn't. Maybe she's not even in on it. But either way, the fact that she asked a question, watch Chris's reaction and hers.
So I don't know what y'all have been talking about or what you haven't.
You see, watch what Paige says. I don't know what you guys have been talking about or what you have or what you haven't. Okay, she threw the spanner in the works. Did she have to say that he was trying to impregnate her? Did she have to say that? She didn't have to, but she wanted to say it. Why? If you're gonna bring me to the meeting, I'm gonna blow it up. You're gonna bring me to the meeting? I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna blow all of this up. Yeah, I'm gonna blow up your little fantasy. I'm gonna blow up this little thing. I'm gonna blow it all up. Everybody's going down. And I know that because when Paige started talking about how the girl didn't want him, she started rejoicing, right? And like I always tell you guys, you don't want to rejoice when your enemy goes. Listen, when a certain girl played me in my life, played me with a certain guy, I weren't rejoicing that they weren't together no more. I don't rejoice over them things. Do you know why I don't rejoice over it? Because you're the sucker. If you played me and then you get played by someone else whilst you were trying to play me, I'm not rejoicing. I still got played. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take no joy out of the fact that you still played me, blood. You understand? I don't take no plaudits from that rude boy. You understand? So watch it again. Let's watch. I mean, just look at her face. Look at her face. Mercedes is counting. She's literally counting the sheep that she can go to sleep and this will not be real. She's hoping to count the sheep and hope that this is not real. Do you get it?
But it is confusing for me as well, because it's like you said you're gonna leave me, and what if I was as well?
Oh my days. He thought he was gonna get away with this, right? And like I said, when Paige and look at the straight face Paige said that with. Oh, she knew, bruv. Listen, she came there to disrupt, to break down, to finish them, man. You know, and she knew. She rattled them, man. She rattled them. I really want to be able to get this part of this clip. Look at this. Hold on. I don't want to go too far. Look at this part. She rattled them. Rattled them. See that look there? See that look there? What does that look tell you? What does that look tell you? If you're telling me that this was 7 weeks ago that you lot kicked it together, and obviously yes, he's been pursuing you, and obviously yes, he's been trying to get after you and stuff. But the mere fact that she turned that like that, that's when I knew that. See, Paige, oh Paige, man, Paige knew exactly what she was doing, inseminating that piece of information. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew she knew how to press the buttons. Woman to woman, innit? You get me? But watch this part. Look at this part. Look at the face here. Her face here. You see, that's why I think she's part of it. I know she's. I saw she put a post up as well on Facebook. Someone sent it to me, saying, obviously, guys, don't judge me like that. Don't be taking you either laugh or cry situation. Which I said in my other review, it could be a laugh or cry situation, right? I'm happy to be open to the possibility of that. But look at the smile on her face now. The smile on her face does not tell me that's a laugh or cry smile. You've seen a laugh or cry smile. This does not look like a laugh or cry smile. This is like, I'm laughing because I know someone that you don't know kind of smile, right? And this is sounding like buffoonery right now. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you look at his face, right? Okay, let's play it. There's the eyes. Look where the eyes went. The eyes went. You see the eyes? Listen, the guy don't know if she is pregnant or not. The guy doesn't know. And so now the whole game is flipped because he didn't let her know that. He didn't let her know that. She's not conscious of that. She wasn't aware of that. That's why I know that when I said Paige came today to do Scudumarics. She came to do Scudumarics and make sure that, listen, she's going to cause some different rift in this business deal that they've put together. I knew it. I said, the way this girl's come, she's come correct. The Lord has spoken to you indeed. Sis, come correct with the knowledge, bruv. Come correct with the wisdom. Come correct with the way that you're delivering that piece of information, choosing your time very well. Beautiful. Beautifully played, man. Parting the seas like Moses. You understand? Listen, look, watch this. You see how he's looking at her? He doesn't know yet. You understand? But her face, it's like, yo, the jig, this was not part of the game, bruv.
I'm not like my.
You see, I'm not. Paige, you knew exactly listen, Paige knew exactly what she was doing. Oh, when she saw the faces, like, oh, no, I'm not. Girl, please. You ain't gonna play innocent with me. You ain't gonna do that. We know. Oh, I'm not. Girl, come on. She knew what she was doing. Stay hydrated. She knew what she was doing. Girl came with all the nunchucks and everything today, bruv. Yeah? And so she made them sweat. They were sweating together. Sweating like wild boars in a freaking pigsty, if that's what is correct. I don't know if that's the correct term. Anyway.
I'm good now, but...
See her eyes? See the eyes went? Do-do-do? Right? Because, like I said, listen, and look at Chris's face. Look at Chris's face. If that doesn't tell you, listen, whatever plan you had, it's gone out the window. Whatever plan of manipulation you had has gone out the window. Does Mercedes look like she's surprised? Does Mercedes look like she's sad about the fact that she's learning about another woman potentially could potentially have been pregnant just like she was? Does she look like she's even thinking that, even in the smile? Does it look like that? Now, when they say laugh or cry, you've seen a laugh or cry. That was not it. Do you understand? That was it's a game kind of smile on her face. Let's play it. Look.
You know, that was definitely
a look down, went to the hands and the nails.
Thought in my head as well. So
that was a thought in your head too?
Now, pause it here. Now, when she knew she had done business, oh, listen, when you've done something well, listen, on a normal day, I would never be encouraging such behavior. You understand? On a normal day, I would never be encouraging such behavior. But just as you are sowing, you are also reaping. As you're sowing, you're also reaping. Now, watch the great mastery of work of Paige at work here. Watch how now the information, and this is why you have to be very careful what you allow into your relationship, because simply what Mercedes has heard. This is why I clocked. I said, Mercedes, so you're telling me that you guys, you're not over, are you guys? You haven't been over. Because, or maybe he told you something at dinner, I don't know. But look at the body language when she asks this question. Because that question is not of a place. If she's just a baby mother, why is she asking a question like this? What's her own? What's her own? Listen.
She could be pregnant?
Mm-hmm. You see that look? See that little head tilt? And now that is, obviously, I agree. I believe this. That is a look of shock and disbelief. I agree. It's a look of shock and disbelief. Absolutely. That laugh was shock and disbelief.
Okay.
And I can't believe it that I got ransacked into this game.
It's embarrassing.
So yes, listen, the work that Paige put in, hey, when your enemies have joined gang to come and do you dirty. We're talking allegedly anyway. We don't know 100% if she has. But just the way that she just dispersed them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bolismo, if that's what it is. I don't even know what they call it. You understand? But what I want to show you guys also is where she disarmed Chris. I think it was so powerful. Because Chris was trying to get a little bit aggy. Okay. And, he's trying to put pressure on her. And make her feel bad. And I was like, yo. And he kind of cut in on the conversation. I was like, blood, you've been missing all night and you didn't say anything. And now you want to talk. Listen to this.
I don't harbor any ill feelings towards you either. I just met you. And you're beautiful, by the way.
You are too.
I love this as well because once she's calling Mercedes beautiful, look at Chris. He cannot contain himself. Look how he's switching on there. Look at the little body movements. He cannot contain himself. It's not going the way you thought it would. You thought these two ladies would start killing each other. You thought Paige would start riling up. You thought look, if anything, Paige has taught me. This season, Paige has taught me. Because the one thing I think we all wanted to see was Paige just cuss his Clark out, right? which we don't really want her to do, because that's what if someone's a narcissist, that's what you don't want that. You don't want them, you don't want to cuss their clout out, because that's what they want. They want that attention. They want that feed me moment, right? Cool. So now she decides to keep it calm, cool, and collected. In fact, the whole entire episode in this particular thing, she keeps it calm, cool, and collected. She runs game proper, and then she adds a little injury to insult by dropping a little "you're beautiful, by the way." Basically, what she's saying is this: I don't care. I'm indifferent. Chris, do what you want to do, but as for me, I don't care. I'm past your games now. This is why he gets frustrated, because he realizes he can no longer win. So what is he gonna do? Watch.
Yeah, so I do appreciate you coming and talking to me. I'm at peace with the whole situation.
Look at Chris now, fed up. Why are you fed up? Isn't this what you wanted, sir? Is this not what you wanted? Tell me. If it's not what you wanted, tell me also. You know what I mean? Like, so, bro, for my head is spinning, because it's like I'm looking at it going like, bro, you tried to do something I think was really, really bad here. You really tried to get two people to play off each other, right? And I'm starting to like the maliciousness of this is hurting me a little bit, because it's like you're gonna probably say you didn't mean to do this, but I don't know what you're trying to achieve. I don't know. Why are you fed up in a corner listening to these two ladies make up?
Yeah, it's a tough situation for everyone. So I'm glad that you're in a good headspace.
Yeah.
Look at Chris. Now, look at that. Now, tell me something. The conversation has been flowing. A majority of the time, she's been talking, telling the girl how she feels and about what she's experienced. The whole time, Chris has been irritated. This is what he's going to say in the next few moments. That he is irritated. Why is he irritated? Right? Let's just play it. Let's just play a little bit of it. I'm going to play a little bit of it. Right? Look at Paige's smile.
Not good, but whatever.
Look at Paige's smile. Did you see Paige's smile? She knew what she did.
I'm irritated, but God is
Oh
good.
God, you're always irritated, Chris.
Now the manipulation starts by Chris. Here, the manipulation starts with Chris. And once he realizes he's not winning, look what he's going to do.
Always irritated.
Look at that smile by Paige. Listen, Paige is not bothered today. Today, I've got time for your madness. You understand? I want you to understand this. If you're watching this, listen, when you're dealing with a narcissist, the moment you begin to show too much emotion, they're winning. They're happy. They want you to feel some emotion. Indifference is the beauty. Indifference. I don't care if you do or you don't. I've got to go my way. Do what you want to do. I don't care. I'm going to go my way. I'm tired of your games. You understand? And the moment she decided that she was tired of the games, and then it got to a point where he realized she's not going to budge, she's not going to quit, she's not going to give in, she's not going to feel some type of way, he now starts his whole games.
And he has nothing to say. He has nothing to say.
Look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile on his face. The smile on his face. He realizes, oh, bro, he's thinking to himself, oh, you know what? I'm going to play again.
Embarrassed.
And this is very interesting because, sorry, I know I'm pausing it a lot there for you guys. Why is it interesting? Because remember the car ride home from the desert. Remember his words, I'm going to make it a living hell. That smile reminds you of that same energy. He just didn't say it. But you know he's capable of intentionally trying to inflict verbal damage to people when he feels like it. And that's why in this scene, he tries it.
I would be upset too if the woman I said that I'm supposed to run back to denies me on national television and was.
And this is the only part, Paige. She didn't actually deny him. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, it wasn't a denial. She said at this right now. This is why comprehension is really, really good, because you may think you've won and you haven't. He's gonna go back to this girl because this girl is naive enough to have him back again. If she's not really truly, if she's truly not on it. You know, then I'm going to be honest here. If she truly isn't on it, then okay, cool. But it doesn't look like she's not on it still. I think she still wants to be on it, the young girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that she reacts and stuff, it looks like she still wants to be on it. And the things that she has said. Okay, so now let's just get this part where Chris wants to win the battle. Okay, so now he has to win. So look what, oh my gosh, why won't you just... There we go. He wants to win.
Just because I have impure motives. I'm doing this because I respect you, and I don't want to play with your emotions or your feelings. And I don't want to play with her emotions or her feelings either.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that, Chris, and I appreciate
I mean,
you.
my action.
Now you see that as soon as she started to say, yeah, I appreciate that, but she was going to change the narrative and say, I don't agree, I don't believe you. He went straight back on top of it again. Didn't want her to speak. Right? You've been all. It's been all night. They've been talking. You haven't said 2 words, bro. And now at the very end, why? Because he wants to leave. He wants to be able to control the narrative. He wants to make a power move. Very similar to what Eric did to him at the dinner table by leaving. He's doing the exact same thing here. He's gonna try and blow it up a little bit and then make it as if like, I'm bothered, I'm past this now. You know, it's a power move. It's a trip. It's to make you feel insignificant. But guess what? You are indifferent. You don't care. You are indifferent. You don't care. You understand? You can do what you want. I don't care, blood. You understand?
Just back it up so you can hear it, but I'm showing you because I'm saying I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play these games with you.
So if you're not going to play these games, why are you still there? Huh? And why is it next week we're going to see you try and come after her? Why are you still there? You understand? See her. Let it go, man. Yeah? Like Frozen. Let it go. You understand? Why is it when she said she's cool, you're talking about, I don't want to play no games? What do you mean you don't play no games? Sir, was it not long ago you were telling you love your ex, baby? Was it not long ago you were having sex with her, and the only reason why you were having sex with her to see if it would connect? Come on, sir. Come on. Come on. Come on, sir. Come on. You've told brazen lies that even Mercedes is confused.
Respect you enough to not play with you and not lead you on, especially when I'm mentally checked out. That's all I'm saying.
And you see that ending note, he has to leave there. And just to let you know, because obviously I'm mentally checked out. So why do you need to tell me that again? Because Paige already said, I hear you and I'm giving you what you want. I'm done. So why are you stressing about this, bro? Because you want to make power moves. You want Paige to see that, listen, you are going to have the last word and the last say and the last laugh. And so I want to leave it there, guys, because I could do this all night. But join us tonight later on for the Married at First Sight live. It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be crazy. But guys, stay hydrated. Appreciate you guys.